we can work on this one. So I have a Frankenstein design that I'm going to be putting together. I have some custom Frankenstein and the bride attachment pieces coming. So we'll go ahead and stuff this while I'm here. We're going to use some black and some green and purple. So my inspiration for this was, of course, when I dressed up as the bride last year, my makeup was a pale white with purple lipstick. And so when I put my order in for the wreath attachment, I asked for her to have purple lips. So her and Frankenstein are green, but she'll have purple lips. So that's why I'm using these 3 colors. And this is just the metallic breeze mesh because, you know, again, you don't, a lot of it's going to get covered up. You know, we talked about that before, but so it does not have to, for me, I don't spend a lot of money on expensive mesh or the, you know, really all the different kinds of mesh. I don't. I like what I like and I try to stick with that. I did get this one and I'm going to use this one for my bat because I'm going to go with the orange and green in the bat. So what's everyone doing for the 4th? You have anything fun coming up? Cookouts? Are you doing anything with your families? You know, the other thing I like about being on TikTok, even though I don't have it on right now, but is I like the ability to have some music on, whereas on Facebook, or the Book of Face, however you're supposed to say it, I don't know what the rules are, but you can't have really any music. So I do like that you can come on TikTok for that reason. Keeping my dog from losing his mind. Oh, Kelly, I know. I feel so bad for the dogs and for the veterans and, you know, those that suffer from PTSD. I feel really bad. I haven't been to fireworks in a long time. Well, my kids are grown. I have 4 children. And they're all adults now, and so it's been pretty much since, you know, they became adults and left home and went and lived their own lives that I just kind of stopped going to the fireworks. And I actually don't have any plans for the 4th of July, so I will probably be working just because that's what I do. I like to design. Kelly, did you? I posted a TikTok video earlier today, and it's that trending one with the Taylor Swift song that everyone's doing with their dogs. So I did that with my dog this morning. Luckily, I only did the take one time, and then I was like, okay, I'm just posting it because I don't want to do it again and traumatize my dog. But I have a blind Great Dane, and so now fireworks don't bother him, but sudden movements and changes of scenery and those kinds of things really bother him. And so when I did that video, I think I scared him. I scared him. And it was kind of funny because it wasn't that bad of a scare, right? I mean, he was fine, but it was just like, oh, buddy, I'm so sorry. Do you have to give your dog any medication or anything like that to help the anxiety with the fireworks? All right, we're gonna, so I used up the rest of that black mesh from our earlier design. And so now we're just gonna go ahead and fill in with some green and purple. And purple is my favorite color, so I love it. And if you get one of these little tails that stick out, see how that's sticking out? I just go into the middle and just pull it in. Doesn't have to be perfect. You're his medicine. Oh, I love that. I love that a lot. Kelly, what are you working on today? You're always working on something too. So I know you got something up your sleeve. And I know a lot of people will also cut all their mesh ahead of time. Sometimes I do that, and sometimes I don't. Again, there's no rules, I feel like, to designing. So, have a good day.
You too. Love you.
Love you too. That was my son leaving for work. Even though he's an adult, he is still staying with me. He had moved out on his own and didn't have the best luck with roommates, and then had a hard time affording it. So when I moved to Colorado, he moved into my house to help my daughter. And then when I came home, he stayed, and I told him he could stay. So he was just leaving for work. Right now, a Halloween centerpiece, but I gotta get to shipping. Oh, Kelly, so I have a question. Do you do like a shipping day? I see so many people say, oh, there's a certain day of the week and I just ship everything on that day. Do you do that, or do you ship out when you get an order? I'm just curious. Also, Kelly, I set up my TikTok shop yesterday. And it's connected through my Shopify. I know that we had talked, you and I did, about Shopify and all of that, but I did finally set up my TikTok shop. You ship almost daily. I wish I could ship. I shipped Christine's order for some green roses, and it was my first one in, I don't know, a couple months. So, I love that for you. Did you sell all your scarecrows? I think those have been one of my favorites that you've done. Although, I really loved your witch too. And that witch was fantastic. You're interested to hear how the TikTok shop experience? Well, I just started yesterday, and if it's anything like my Shopify, there's won't be anything to talk about. But I'll keep you posted, because I'm interested too. One of my friends talked me into it. I was just like, I just don't really need one more shop to manage, but I do like that you can manage it through Shopify. You got witches in the making. That's awesome. Well, I wish you nothing but the best. I think you're fantastic. I love your designs. You make it all look so easy. All right, we are almost done with the green. So again, so I started with the black and I put it more towards the center, and then I am doing the green alternating, one on the inside, one on the outside, inside, outside, and then I'll do that with the purple as well. Hello, Nick. How are you? How is your new place? Are you still working on the new place? Thanks for coming in. Sometimes I don't know what to say when one of your icons comes in and says hello. It's like, whoa, how did they even know I was on here? Coming along, thanks for asking. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see how it turns out, and I've been watching you for a while, so I love seeing your journey, so I can't wait. I'm teaching how to use different types of bases and how to create your own base when you don't have what you need. So we concocted something to fit what I was looking for. And that's really what we're doing. We're not making full wreaths today. We're just doing bases so I can prep. Hope one day you're able to come. I would love to come visit. Seriously. Kelly's loaded. She needs one more day. One more day. Kelly, I cannot buy anymore. I have so much stuff, material, and all right, so now I'm just kind of making sure that my middles have mesh as well, because I will have 2 attachments to put in here, so I want to make sure it's full in the middle. The Wreath community has 50% off. Oh, you must have to have a certain... Oh, that must be a group, Nick. All right, again, I'm just trying to make sure, especially on the bottom where my oval is, trying to make sure I've got enough mesh to ensure my base is fully supported. Oh, you got your witch's hats from Nick? That's cool. That's fantastic. This is turning out beautiful. I'm going to put some purple in there too, because we are doing, I had some wreath attachments made for me by Julie with originals by JAH. And so I asked for the bride to have purple lips and they're green. So we're doing a purple, green, and black base on a 24-inch evergreen pine. And then I showed them, Nick, how to use a window pane and build a base that looks similar to my vampire that I did. And then I also showed how to build a base that's a hard wire base and you can't manipulate it. And then I showed what to do for, I needed another 24-inch and I didn't have one, so I sort of concocted my own. And so we walked through that process. Thanks for stopping. Thank you. Again, Nick, I'm so blessed that you even stopped and said hello. Again, it's a little mind-blowing sometimes, you know, when the people that you admire and look up to notice you. So thank you for saying hello. All right, so we're going to just stuff in some of this purple mesh because, of course, purple's my favorite color, and the bride, she's got to have some purple. She's got to. So we're going to do that. Stuff in some of this purple, and then this base will be done, and that will be 4 bases that we've done today in a matter of, you know, just a little over an hour, I think. You met Nick at Petals and Plumes. Oh, that's fantastic. I really want to go to one of the retreats. So I know like Candy has hers in October, but that's like right at the same time that I'm on my Halloween vacation. So again, I'm gonna miss it. I missed it last year too for the same reason, but you know, I hope to make it to one. I followed, look forward to seeing more. Thank you so much, Nick. That's so very kind. And I hope you love what we make. We're going to do a creepy circus one too, so it's going to be kind of scary. And I do some scary stuff, so. All right, so again, we're just going and we're alternating, one on the inside, one on the outside, on each side of those black pieces of mesh. We will have some events in the new place. Hopefully you can make it. I would love that. I will keep watching for those because I really want to. And let's be honest, then watching for those because I really want to. And let's be honest, then I can tell my mom that I got to go and she would be jealous. Jealous. Kelly, do you already have orders for your witches, or you're just pre-making them and you know that, like, you probably have a base that will already, you anticipate will buy them? Do you take pre-orders, I guess? That's what I'm curious to know. And again, if you just joined, we're making our bases, and there's I'm showing you the easy way to do this without having to do a lot of measuring, and because again, I don't measure because I have found that even when I measure, you can't really tell a big difference between not measuring in the way that I design, okay? So if you're using the base that has the little ties, like 18 ties on it or whatever, if you're using that kind of base, it may make more sense to cut your mesh into a perfect size. I don't, because I don't usually do those types of designs. Now, I have a couple of the small wire 14-inch bases that I am going to probably measure the mesh because I don't want it to be too big. I want to make a couple of pancake style wreaths. One, because my mom, that's all my mom can have on her door, so I want to make sure that I send her something for fall. And so she needs a pancake wreath, so we might do a live on that. Okay, this is what we have so far. So you can see I still have some area down here that needs purple, right? So we're getting there. I'm not taking pre-orders. You just make them and see what happens. The first two sold super quick. That's fantastic. I love it. I love it for you. Is it like that one witch that you posted that had the, I think, green face? Or is this something totally different? I do want to do a witch's hat on a grapevine. So it's not going to be a witch face, just a witch hat. I thought that would be fun. Right, we're almost done. It's the ones you painted, Pretty Witches. I'm gonna definitely watch and see. Do you do any of the painting on live, or is it you do that behind the scenes? All right, I've got about one more piece. Actually, maybe I can get two pieces out of this. Definitely behind the scenes, like the making of the scarecrows. I figured as much. I think for me that would be stressful. I still get sometimes a little stressed just doing lives in general, so painting something would really be too stressful for me. All right, last piece. look and see where I want this, and I think I want it right here in the middle. Again, I like to give my centers a lot of support, so. Here we go. Now I just used 2 rolls of mesh and some leftover black mesh from another design. Well, I appreciate everyone for being here. I have one more to make because I have a bat, and I am going to use probably some of this and some orange for my bat.